Last time, we finally met prisoner number 89.
He knew who killed Shoko Nanami.
Very good, Billy. Let it go. Just take a deep breath. Hold it and relax. Hold it in and relax. Hold that breath in.
You're trying to kill me.
Just hold the breath in. Now all that pain and all that suffering, breathe it out. Let it go.
Oh, I feel better.
That's not how I was expecting that to go, but all right. So let that go. Release it out into the wild so it can run across the street in the middle of the night and get run over by a car, and then get picked up as roadkill the next day.
Speaking of getting run over by a car and then picked up as roadkill the next day, we're the Bittersweet Gamers.
That did not go how I was expecting it to go. I'm the Opinionator.
And I'm We Squared.
What are we even talking about? I don't know. Anyway, last time Pewter came out to Date and wanted to tell him a few things that the boss didn't want him to know. And he told him about the original Cyclops killer, which was a pair of this prisoner number 89, no name given. I mean, by Pewter.
Right.
Who was involved in the case, so he would have known,
you
right?
should know what the name is, even if the prison system is really weird in erasing your name once you have been arrested.
Or at least this particular prison. Anyway,
Right.
So the original Cyclops killer was a duo. This guy, maybe, and Rohan Kumakura. He wanted dead women's eyes. There was a guy who liked killing people and thus could produce dead women. You know, it was a match made in heaven. Or hell.
Well, as they say, if your right eye offends thee, pluck it out.
Or get someone else to do it, perhaps. Anyway, it seemed like Pewter only told half the story to Date. Even though he came out there saying like he wanted to tell him the whole truth, he still left quite a lot of things up to Date. Like, he doesn't want to tell him everything.
There's certain information that Date has to find for himself.
That's the way I'm looking at it
And
as
judge
well.
for himself. Okay, well, we were looking for Pewter, but he's apparently directly behind us.
But he is there.
He is there!
The boss is gone. That could be fine. It could be that she doesn't want to have to be involved in this, because if she were here, she'd have to shut it down. So if she's just not here, then
she can't stop anyone.
Oh, I didn't know what my subordinates were doing. I'll punish them later, I promise. Or it could be something bad. There was the story number 89 told where he identified himself as the assassin Falco. Let's call him F.
But the story that he told didn't quite mesh with what Pewter was saying.
Now, I get that when you tell a story about yourself, you're going to paint yourself in the best light possible. That is normal, natural, and automatic. I'm not being critical of that. That's why it's good to get multiple sides.
Yeah.
But the story that Falco told about a detective who wanted Judge Dredd or Punisher-style justice is not the same as a guy who killed his first person when he was 12 years old and only feels happiness from murder.
Yeah.
That's why we broached the idea again that Date and number 89 had swapped memories.
Via staying too long in a somnium and their personalities merged or something.
After all, Pewter said that's what happens when you stay too long. He flipped out when Date stayed too long that one time, and so did the boss. And both Date and number 89 don't really have their memories straight. So that seems to support what we were saying, but F met Hitomi, Iris's mother, and probably Iris.
There is that picture in their living room of a tall, dark-haired man.
So, if that cop was actually Date and not number 89, why is there a picture of number 89 in Hitomi's room?
Yeah.
Another thing, if this guy, number 89, is the Cyclops killer, why in Iris's Somnium did we see a picture of Date? Which, yet again, Pewter and Boss do not want to talk about. Speaking of that, Date in the reflection with his left eye, that's probably a mirror. It might not be. It could just be glass. But if that's a mirror, that's his right eye, not his left eye. So he still actually could be missing his left eye.
Literally have no concrete proof.
But if that person in Iris's memory was Date, doesn't that mean Date is the Cyclops killer and not number 89?
Yes.
Plus, Hitomi didn't recognize Date. They acted like they knew each other. There's that badump, I think I know this person from Date, and Hitomi is way more attached to Date than you would expect, considering how infrequently they meet.
Yeah.
But you'd think she'd have recognized him if he were the person that she was essentially seeing those years ago.
Right.
Mysteries. See, these are the things that we're thinking. It's like there's evidence for our view and against our view, and we're at least trying to grasp every thread and pull on them until we unravel the whole stinking sweater and then laugh at it.
Because if we have to freeze, so do you.
Hey, that was pretty good.
It's very cold outside.
Yeah, it really is. It's like it's winter or something. So, let us continue with the interrogation of number 89.
The last thing he said was that he went to get help from an old friend because he was backed into a corner. How could he not kill his targets, but still get out of the life of crime?
If F's goal was simply to keep Hitomi and Iris alive, then he succeeded and everyone else involved went down.
I hadn't thought of it like that. Is there something you might not be telling me about the story in general?
Was that the whole story?
Okay then.
Good answer, buddy. Good answer.
So what's the connection between that and Shoko?
What's the connection between that and Shoko?
That's what I said, yes.
See, we have 2 people asking the same question and 0 people responding.
You mentioned a detective?
You mentioned a detective.
Wonder if Date was the friend. We hadn't thought of that. We know that Date was a cop, like in Abyss, before he lost his memory.
Right.
But he could have been the Cyclops killer, or not.
That's the thing with games like these. You can't ever remove the main character from suspicion until you can. But that point is usually far, far into the game.
I also like how Date is very suspicious of himself.
Well, he should be. He doesn't have his memory.
Date is really concerned, and like Pewter and Boss and Iba are all like, no, it couldn't possibly be you. But Date doesn't really buy it. Now, maybe it wasn't him, but that's what he's worried about, and that's fascinating.
Why'd you stop? We were getting somewhere good.
Why did you stop?
Answer me!
Hey, answer me.
Or am I going to have to sync with you? Because you know that this is the next Somnium we're going into.
Well, yeah, the whole reason he's here is to be synced with. That was the excuse. Also, you know, he probably isn't going to tell any other part of his story until he knows he's got that deal.
That's fair, yeah.
This is a transaction, remember?
Called it.
And the person who can actually verify that deal, she ain't here.
Until I get a guarantee that you'll uphold your end of the bargain, I'm not telling you anything else.
And what he did tell him was enough to whet his appetite. Look what our response to it was. I've got the goods, man, and I'll give them to you, or rather, I'll sell them to you.
I'll give you half up front, half later.
Right. Okay, I'm going to shut up because I'm clearly in sync. And we don't need to continue saying things twice.
Make sure you don't stay longer than 6 minutes.
Oh, God! I'm the Cyclops killer, and I have been all along!
Well, that explains all the dead Cyclopses in the backyard.
I was hoping you wouldn't notice.
If you want to hear the rest of my story, you better start the release procedures. Once they've cleared, I'll tell you everything.
Joke's on you! Pewter, fire up the sync machine!
Well, who knows what mess we'll see. Like Pewter was saying, it's not like everything that appears in there is entirely true, but it's not like everything that appears in there is entirely false. It's not like anything that appears in there is entirely true, and it's not like anything that appears in there is entirely false. We might get something.
Pewter gave us a big spiel about how the memories are formed of like partial stuff, and then we get a story from him relying on his unreliable memories. It's just like, hey, pay attention.
Don't forget being told to a person with unreliable memories.
Yeah.
Date, it is unlikely that number 89 will uphold his promise, even upon release.
Why do you say that?
Iba, do you know something we don't?
Pewter.
Yes?
Start the preparations.
I mean, there's no reason to believe that he necessarily will, but there's no guarantee he won't uphold his promise. You know, the sky may be blue, but the sky may be green.
Are you okay, David?
Well, everything I've been saying is just like, many words are coming out with the meaning being nothing.
We're commentating on the internet.
For what?
What do you think? The Psync.
Why do you think we got him here?
Come on, Peter!
That was the whole plan. They wouldn't send him over here for some random interview.
Right? Date could have gone to him.
I have injected number 89 with the usual dosage. He will not be waking up anytime soon. Are you ready, Agent Date?
Yeah,
The time limit is 6 minutes.
I know.
This is my first rodeo.
That pause, that hesitation. But Pewter also, other than just being surprised, you know, that might be it. Pewter was like, what? What are you talking about? What do you mean sing? What do you mean sing? Why are you gonna sing? And that hesitation that Pewter just had, it could be because they've done this before.
And that's, yeah.
But I could be reading too much into it. I could be looking for any excuse.
Oh, yeah?
Sup?
Sup?
No, not sup. Why are you sleeping on the job?
Because I want to, obviously.
Why are you getting mad at me?
Yeah, this rug feels so good on my skin, yeah.
Can confirm, extremely accurate. That is how cats behave.
Why are you suddenly a cat?
Because I want to be one! Obviously!
Playtime's over. Let's begin.
Yes? What? Hold on, what's going on? You're acting rather odder than usual.
Then stand up.
That's a good point.
Is this the Sagan residence?
Yes, it is.
It definitely is. But why?
Oh, but what do you mean, but why?
Look.
I guess he doesn't know. He doesn't.
Correct. He hasn't pieced it together because it's not like F said anything that would tell him who Hitomi was.
That's true.
Number 89. What were you up to?
Excuse me?
Oh, some problem with Date being here in this particular Psync, possibly even this location? Huh, that's weird. Maybe you better up the dosage.
The usual dosage.
The green? I do not think I can pass through it.
Really wants to hide it, huh? Okay, new plan.
Somnium scan. Activate.
The telephone.
Iba?
Iba?
The patio. And of course, the metal door.
That was the bedroom where Hitomi was shot.
Huh.
This appears to correspond to the green thing.
Just don't open that door and the goop goes away, huh? Number 89 is covered in a green membrane. We can't get close.
Sinking in the curtain.
Prevent the interference from... Ah! And there's no branch, so it'll only be the one ending. Whoa!
You know that door was green? The goop is green. That pot over there is green.
Huh.
Eh.
Looks like number 89's cooking up something funny. I'm sorry.
That's okay, Damon. It prevented me from having to make that joke.
I'm sorry.
A picture.
Just a picture.
With halos, you know? Like they've all got those halos.
It might not be halos. Might be something else. You don't know. Probably halos.
Or a pizza floating above their head.
Pizza.
A winter iris that blooms in the cold.
I know.
Why don't you smell it, Iba? Just get right up in there and inhale that green.
Well, it worked before.
Wouldn't that be ridiculous if that was a clue towards this somnium?
Maybe.
Wouldn't that also be like another evidence in favor of our theory?
Yes. Then again, it could be that we have the right idea, but we have the details wrong.
A switch. But there are thorns around it.
Yeah, this thing, you smelled the iris and it made that stuff go away.
Yeah. All right, well, why not?
A winter iris.
Smells great.
It smells like a typical winter iris.
Not this time, huh?
What does a typical iris smell like?
Elegant and gentle.
Do you even have a functioning nose?
Can't you just tell me what it smells like?
I had to search online for a description, but could not find one.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
Somebody doesn't have a sense of smell.
Damon, are you okay?
What are you talking about?
I've just got this inclination that removing it might be a bad thing, so we're just gonna fill this out.
I was going to say we should probably remove it, but we should fill it out to get a good timing.
Well, we all came to the same conclusion regardless.
I don't have a pen. No choice. I must use my blood.
What? Why?
You don't have to go that far.
Oh,
The color has returned.
I don't like the implications of that.
Hey, Iba?
Can you not color within the lines or something?
Do you have blood? And for that matter, you did do a really bad job of coloring.
I said blood, but it is not the same as human blood. No need to worry.
Even if it were, we're like in a dream.
And besides, we are in a dream.
Are you happy?
A little bit.
Still, blood? I'd feel better if you used a different word.
But that might be the appropriate word to use.
For example,
Body fluids?
No comment.
I do not feel comfortable with that.
Human Kool-Aid.
Human Kool-Aid?
A phone. Should I pick it up?
Yeah, you should probably answer it too. Oh,
You can't pick it up?
well, what should we do? Oh, if we're preventing interference, then maybe hanging up is the right call. The right call?
What the?
Did I do good?
I fainted.
Oh no!
Can you back out?
No!
Dang it!
I guess we'll use ignore then.
It won't stop ringing.
God, I hate it so much!
Uh-huh.
It stopped. What was that?
I don't know.
But it worked. Huh.
I guess it worked?
Oof.
I mean, green seems to be the key, so I'm guessing I need to interact with the liquid, but everything else was green too, like the iris and whatnot, and that didn't seem to do anything.
Go look around.
Prevent the disturbance from,
A book.
I see. Prevent the disturbance. That's why we needed to ignore it. We'll leave these alone in case we end up with another ×2.
That's what I'm thinking this is, but then again, the timies you get in response are question marks.
Well,
Just
that's true, but let's look at the other thing first.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah, I agree.
Agent Date, you've got 4 minutes.
Yeah,
Shut up.
we won't screw up again. Yeah,
There was
right.
some kind of liquid pooled on the floor.
Seems to have come from a wine bottle. I like how a lot of these timies we're getting are unknown.
That
Almost
appears
as if there's a degree of incompatibility, perhaps.
that appears to be the theme of this Somnium. Like, we've had extremely large numbers where you have to use timies. We've had get spammed with negative penalties and have to get rid of them. And this one appears to be you don't know what you're gonna get.
Huh. Well, let's look at the ceiling fan.
It's a ceiling fan.
Is that like a giant desk fan?
Date, you're not that old.
A desk fan only moves the air immediately around it, whereas a ceiling fan circulates air in an entire room.
See, we would love to, in the summer when we're recording, have the ceiling fan on, but we cannot, because it is loud.
And, like, directly above the microphone.
There's nothing we can do about that.
We can't put a muffler on it.
Oh, right.
Now, headbutting the fan seems amusing, and part of me really wants to try and convince you to use the 10-second timey to hold on to the fan, and if you blow on it, then it'll make that cool, like, air chopping noise.
It's not the same as when you talk into a desk fan, and you get that, like, I am Iron Man sort of thing.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean, like, it's chopping the air and the sound.
I don't think it's moving fast enough for that.
You looked up at our ceiling fan, which we have just established is off. So, that's correct. Our ceiling fan is not moving fast enough, and neither is that one, so...
You've convinced me, Damon. Hold on.
Excellent. I wish I could do this.
Whee!
I would probably do this for like half an hour every day while listening to a podcast or something. So relaxing.
Alright. Well, that didn't do anything. But in all seriousness,
There is some kind of liquid pooled on the floor.
kind of want to jump in.
We don't even get a timey for that.
I know, but it is the lowest cost, and thus it feels the safest. Okay, in all seriousness, I think we should actually lick it. We might lick it up, and if we don't lick it up, then who will? Iba, use lick.
Just don't make a mess.
I do not intend to.
She intends to savor it.
Hmm? This is... wine?
You have a sense of taste, but not smell. Okay, that makes perfect sense that you don't have a sense of smell, but why do you have a sense of taste?
Chemical analyzer? I don't know.
I had better drink some more to be sure.
Stop it.
Oh.
Well, are you happy?
No. Geronimo!
Jump in, you say.
Jump in, Iba!
She's just gonna hop and be like, splash.
You do not have to shout.
She'll just be standing there.
Oh.
Yeah, just like that. See, I'm in sync in the sink.
Oh, sorry.
Don't judge me.
I don't know why I listen to you.
'Cause you have to. Okay,
Hold on. Wait, what about the switch? Okay, it's still covered.
Still, it would have shown us if it became uncovered. Okay, let's go to the book
A
then.
book.
Eh?
F does not have parents or siblings. He was raised in an orphanage.
I was not expecting it to be quite so relevant.
F for Falco?
It's a ceiling fan.
Huh. Now, hold on. We have to prevent the disturbance. And the second lock Iba?
The second lock was Iba. I guess prevent the disturbance by Iba?
I don't really see what the ceiling fan has to do with anything, though. That doesn't really matter. I mean, the liquid's not really weird. It's just spilled wine. We never messed with the iris outside of smelling it.
I'm genuinely stumped.
Well, all we can do is just keep trying things, and...
Okay.
Alternately, we could go and tear in the book. It's only 6 seconds. I'm just worried that we'll, get like a times 87 timey, and we'll need to get rid of it.
If it's times 87, that book ain't gonna help.
Well, you're right, but maybe we should. I don't know.
I'm a headbutt it. Iba, use headbutt. Headbutt's a normal move, and flying doesn't resist it.
Ow!
No good, huh?
Okay, stick your hand in and see what you find.
Maybe?
I'll be darned.
It is surprisingly deep.
Did you find anything?
Well... Oh!
Oh my god. Now it's going to drain out.
There is something.
A cork.
There is an awful lot of Looney Tunes in these Somniums.
Ah, my wine.
That was wine? It looks like sludge.
Well, the iris was green too.
My wine tastes like sludge.
Okay. I don't know why you'd be proud of
So
that.
you agree it's sludge?
Oh, good.
Dang, this is hard.
I'm gonna burn off that timing.
A book.
I like how this is actually what it really was for. I'm so proud.
Yeah! Are you sure this will help us uncover number 89's secrets?
Of course it won't, but we did have to do it for a reason.
It might. We're getting closer.
That was it.
You have
It's
3
raining
minutes,
again.
Date.
What should I do?
Okay. Dang, I wish we still had that 10-second timing. Well, we're trying to prevent interference, so picking it up doesn't help, right?
That makes sense to me, but hanging up didn't help either.
No, we can't hang up. Doesn't that mean we have to just ignore it?
That's what it sounds like to me.
But what if we're wrong and we have to pick it up and we lost all the times?
Well, worst case scenario, we have to restart. That would be a first.
That's true, I guess.
Nobody's home.
Prevent the interference! Go to the answering machine! Irritate the piss out of BSG.
Oh my god!
Ah!
It stopped. Aren't you curious who was calling?
Yeah, kind of am.
I am curious, but what if they threaten me for money?
Okay.
You're a police officer. Have some backbone.
I've got a whole skeleton, thank you.
Yeah, are we gonna find Bonesy in here?
Good question. Is this all it's going to amount to? Ignoring the phone over and over?
I suppose we didn't do anything wrong.
Until we get a different message, perhaps?
Maybe we have to answer it at the very end?
Maybe.
At least you didn't faint.
Last time we had to tear the book. It was something that had to do with F's past, and destroying it helped us move forward.
Yeah.
What was the first thing? We had to scratch out the picture
We
with Iba's
put our blood on it.
blood
so to
and
speak.
filled in the picture, and that moved on. That was a picture that did of Falco's past. So we
yeah.
need to connect this to Falco's past, but I do want to look in the kitchen.
Me too, yes.
Is there a problem? Are you stuck?
Okay. We're back.
It's a pot. Steam is rising from it.
No, a door rabbit.
Oh god, no.
It appears to be some kind of green curry.
I would not eat green eggs and ham. I would not eat it, Sam I am.
I wouldn't eat green eggs and ham either, but I would eat green curry.
Maybe a soybean stew?
It might also be boiled green juice.
Yeah, like a slime.
A turtle ninja could leap out at any moment.
Cowabunga!
I've said it before and I'll say it again.
Man, I love being a turtle.
There you go. We finally got in some Ninja Turtles quotes. Now, we could be an idiot and drink it, which could make the hidden item appear. Now, we could be an idiot and wear it.
I kind of want to, frankly, but I don't think it's going to let us.
Billy, it is important to have no regrets.
All right, Iba, put it on your head.
What?
I told you to wear it.
Wear it? Alright, here I go.
It's good that you're so obedient. Oh, yes.
Are you okay?
Lord Buckethead. Are you familiar with Lord Buckethead?
That's actually a thing?
No, Lord Buckethead is a British politician.
Does he wear a bucket on his head?
Yeah! And he dresses up kind of like a night wizardy thing. And wears a bucket on his head. And
Oh my God!
And he's called Lord Buckethead. Now the way...
How has he not won?
He wins. I mean, he gets some votes every time. The thing that's interesting is when the results are reported in UK elections, all the candidates stand on stage and are on TV, and so it attracts people to do this. So you get like legitimate politicians and sometimes even the prime minister like standing proudly on stage
Next to Lord Buckethead.
Yeah, or a dude dressed like a werewolf, stuff like that. Lord Buckethead has some great content on YouTube, too. It's like him doing campaign videos where he's like dancing and singing a song.
I am fine, actually. In fact, I feel as though my defense has risen.
It's consistent. Happened last time, too.
I'm a little worried about your head.
Well, stop making her headbutt things, I say to myself.
Why? My head is thoroughly protected.
Oh, we could have headbutted the fan after wearing the bucket.
Oh, we can do it now, but we only just now got access to the bucket.
That's what I'm saying. We could reload this, and maybe that's how we get the hidden item, is raise her defense so she doesn't hurt her head when she headbutts it.
Oh.
I'm sure it doesn't work that way.
Excellent! I'm so glad.
Success. Now let's move on.
A book.
Well, we gotta read it first, don't we?
We don't have to, but let's read it, because remember, we're trying to tear the one that has to do with Falco's past.
Yes.
F stands against evildoers and brings them harsh justice.
Guy sounds like Judge Dredd.
Yeah, exactly. Didn't we say that earlier?
I am the law.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Yes.
I don't know, the 2012 Judge Dredd movie was freaking great. It didn't really have anything to do with Judge Dredd, but...
Maybe that's why it was great.
Yeah, is that a problem? No, it was a great science fiction movie.
You have less than
A
2
book.
minutes. Hurry.
Yeah,
I'm hurrying!
we might have to retry this one, but that's okay.
Here I go. What happened?
Nothing.
I can't see because there's a bucket on my head. But we've got another book to look at.
Yeah.
See, and we did advance.
Sofa.
A book. F became an assassin for the Kumakuras. Rohan himself bestowed F a code name. That name is Falco.
Falco.
Right? Let's see if we can squeak out a win.
I wonder what these books symbolize.
Falco's past or memory or something?
And we're ripping them in half.
Yeah, or
Like-
covering it up like we did with the picture.
Or covering it up. Okay, okay.
It's like we're obscuring it further.
Yeah. What does that mean?
Also, Falco isn't in this room.
Well, I think he was standing in the middle of that the area that expanded the goop.
Yeah, it looks like it, but there are books where if you open the book and read it, you can see it. There was a picture, but it was faded out, so you couldn't see it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like he's there, but hidden away, just as he is in this room, but hidden away.
Okay, okay. It seems like by...
Maybe by ripping it,
by obscuring the past, we're getting closer to him.
or maybe by, like, ripping the book.
We're destroying the story, the false memories, maybe?
Maybe, or it's no longer hidden in something that's closed. It's now ripped, because when you rip it in half, it goes from being a green book and the words appear on the page.
Yeah.
So it could actually be bringing it to light instead of hiding it further.
Okay.
Or something like
I don't
that.
know. Maybe he used to oversee a library?
Dante, you're not even trying.
Number 89. A librarian.
Says the shrimp with a bucket on her head. Okay, that's all well and good, but what do we do now?
Prevent the view from blank. I think it might have to do with the ceiling fan. We need to close the curtain.
Right.
Leading
so
out to the patio, because that's what it showed for the third one.
Yeah, it was the patio. So if we can turn the fan on
Blow
really
on
strong...
Maybe we can blow on it to make it go faster.
Excellent, let's do it.
It's a ceiling fan.
Sorry, I'm hyperventilating here.
Blow on it.
Really effective through the pot.
Ah.
I wanted it to go faster. I don't know that we necessarily achieved anything.
Oh.
Excuse me?
I think a giant is invading the house.
That?
Maybe I didn't finish off one of the Cyclopses in the backyard and it just woke up.
This is too good. This is too good. And on that day, mankind received a grim reminder.
This is F. I mean, it ain't the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Quick, I need another 80s or 90s movie to quote.
Excellent!
It's an eye.
It's the left eye.
Date, what are we going to do?
Okay, first off, don't cross the streams.
Don't worry, I'll take care of the ugly one.
Which one's the ugly one? Something Gozer. We know what to do, but
a giant eye is perfect for poking.
I want to poke the eye so bad, and I want to pour lemon juice so bad, but we know what we have to do.
And we don't have much time left, so we better do it. An idea that just occurred to me, what if that barrier's not meant to keep us out, but to keep it out?
Well, that appears to be the case, considering what we're about to do, doesn't it?
Nothing to see here, fella. Buzz off. Whoop!
Guess nobody's home.
It left.
All right, now the last one was the bedroom door.
Yeah.
That eye.
Do you know something about it?
Yes, Date. Do you?
I would love to hear what you have to say about number 89's left eye, the left eye of the Cyclops killer.
Yes. It was kind of cute.
I don't need to hear any of your thoughts about the left eye of the original Cyclops killer.
You are insane.
Says the shrimp girl with a pot on her head.
Now, she's not the one who chose to have the pot on her head. She did, however, choose to do the twerking.
Bonesy!
No, that's Hitomi!
That's...
I mean, of course it's Hitomi. This is her house, and, you know, this connection is not a secret.
No, I mean, there was a skull on the table.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that. We gotta go talk to Bonesy.
It's just the skull.
Hitomi?
I wish we had the sternum.
I, too, long for the days when we would interrogate people and show them human sternums.
Nobody was really that impressed with the sternum, but they might have been. I'll tell you what, if somebody showed me a human sternum, I would have strong thoughts. Strong thoughts.
A skull. I do not see the body.
Poor Bonesy, and it still has the blood
in the left eye.
in the left eye. Oh.
I rescind my was.
Now we can throw him at Hitomi. I mean, he didn't have anything to say last time, but maybe he will this time. I don't know, man. I mean, I think we should go for the books.
I agree. Welcome back, Bonesy. You'll always be near our hearts, because you're a skeleton, and we all have one. Yes!
We found it!
What? A book. Falco was in a bind and turned to a trusted friend.
Was it
The rest is
Date?
marked over.
Oh!
But I want to know what happened after.
Well, rip it up and we'll read the other book.
green book. That seems familiar.
Oh?
I do not think there is any relation to this.
Huh?
What?
Well, I don't know what they're talking about.
All right. Guess it's nothing then.
A book. The smile and kind words of a woman nurtured Falco's withered heart back to health. Sounds like you, Date.
Oh, yeah?
No, not at all.
Really?
The nourishment is temporary. Then I go and check my wallet and it hits me.
How much money I spent on Reika.
Oh, I see. You are talking about that cabaret girl again.
You're not the only one in sync, Damon.
Stop! Don't remind me.
Ah! What is this going to accomplish?
Well,
Have you not been paying attention, Aiba?
We're driving number 89 into a corner.
So that he'll call for help from his friend.
I mean, maybe this time we're not supposed to mess with the books, but it's been consistent.
By tearing a book.
You can't say that! How did we get this far?
Yeah. I remember how shocked I felt when Mizuki tore up one of the porno mags I was hiding.
Oh, God. The stress I felt on that day. My heart, the pain.
Are you Damon or a pterodactyl? That answers that.
That situation was clearly different.
Hey, if he gets powered up by porn, I can see how it might damage him.
We've made it halfway through, right? The thing has moved twice.
Yes.
So we probably have to do something with Hitomi and with the skull. So all we have to do in the 60 seconds that we have remaining is figure out the right one to pick on both of them.
The pressure is on.
It's Hitomi.
I actually haven't looked at our objectives, so give me 1 second.
Oh, that's a good point.
Prevent the invasion from...
It's Hitomi.
And it was the bedroom door. Okay, we could get a 1 second timey, but we know that that's only going to expend time to give us a 1 second timey.
Yeah, but that 1 second might be what we need.
We can kiss her for a 1/5, which is really good. I don't think talking to her is going to do anything, but I could be wrong.
Yeah.
But you know, the last time we saw Hitomi, as Date was leaving, she got up and hugged him.
So yeah, hugging might work. And if you recall in the previous Somnium, messing with the skull affected the room itself. Hitting the skull made the room shake.
Oh, that's right.
So if we're preventing an invasion, maybe we're not supposed to do anything to the skull.
Maybe?
Let's just try and hug her.
Well, I suppose I will try it. She's hard.
No, that's the bucket that's clipping through her.
Yeah, me too.
Oh God, Date!
Hmm?
Sorry, nothing.
Okay, dang.
Less than 1 minute.
It's Hitomi.
Hurry!
I'm working on it!
Maybe we do need to talk to her. Well, it's gotta be one of them.
Hitomi, how's it going? Please give us some hint on how to solve this.
Understood. Hey! Hitomi! Hitomi!
Okay, it's
No
meaningless.
use.
We just need to go to the skull.
Could you try it again, but more in a fawning way?
I believe we should try something else.
I understand what it is that Date wants to see, but we need to make sure we can clear this.
But fawning...
Date, you can find what you're looking for online for free. Don't worry about it right now.
Let it go.
Okay. Bonesy, you are our only savior.
A skull. I do not see the body.
Maybe we should hit it. That did something in the original one. We don't really have any leeway. We just kind of have to hope that the one we
Okay.
pick is the one they like. It's not going to be checking it. Well, that did work once. It worked in the oil drum.
I'm going to throw it.
Would that not be disrespectful to the dead?
Bonesy doesn't care. He's used to being lugged around in pieces anyway.
Dead. It's a hunk of calcium.
All right.
There is no romance in your heart.
Sorry about this.
Whose skull was this?
Unknown. I also cannot determine the connection to number 89.
I mean, there is one!
Right?
The skull with the
bloody eye socket
has appeared both times we've been in this room in Date's dream and 89 Somnium, because there's obviously a connection between the two that can't be that dissimilar to what we have said.
Right.
Okay, that was correct.
Shoot!
What do we have left?
It's Hitomi.
Ah, we needed to use a hug here.
Well, I can't touch her.
We're too far away to go use something on somewhere else, but maybe that would be better. No, there was no small thing. Now that we know, we could have done this one first and then gone to a book or hugged Hitomi.
Yeah.
Okay, at this point, all we can do is hope that we get it right.
Okay.
Or we can retry, but let's see if we can. I mean, we do not have a choice. We have to kiss her.
What?
Kiss her.
You...
Yeah, I want to, but you're the one there.
Like this? But why?
Well, you just kissed a bucket in any case.
You are like one of my limbs, Aiba.
I'm not going to say which one.
Yes.
Like an alter ego. An incarnation of me to kiss Hitomi.
Yes.
Then it's like me kissing Hitomi, right?
No.
You sure? Because that was making my heart rate rise. And another part of me, too.
Could it just be only your heart, please?
Aiba, you have lived with me for like 5 years, something like that. You have been ever present in my eye socket. Surely you have seen far worse.
Online for free.
Well,
Date, you're out of
Hitomi.
time.
yes! We can barely make it! We can barely make it!
Where?
Maybe her...
Although, now that I think about it, what if destroying the skull was a bad thing that made us unable to complete it?
Well, it did move. It advanced the bar on the left.
That's true. Okay.
Her stomach, right?
You could be right, but...
Yeah. It's not like I'm touching her.
Now, what did we just go through?
She's extremely hard. Perhaps due to her being stationary?
What did you say?
That she is stationary?
You mean like a pencil or notebook?
No, before that.
Okay. Just...
She's hard?
Hitomi is hard right now?
Date, please.
Got it. That's useful information. Let's keep that in mind. Wait, I forgot. What's Hitomi's condition right now? I totally lost it.
Could you stop messing around? Or would you like me to crush you with this vice?
We don't have time for vice crushing!
Hey, relax. I was kidding.
That was it? It advanced! Well, the time has finally come. Unless you think we can get over to the right one, and there's only one left, and we can do it in 1 second.
Well, we do have a 1 second timey.
Well, yeah, but if we have to investigate them both...
Okay, let's run over to the switch.
Or we can just retry and do it again.
No, I want to see if we can do it on the first try.
Iris, it's the iris.
No!
A switch. But there are thorns around it.
Yeah, we don't have the time. It just took too long to get there.
This switch again. Last time we handled it in a different manner.
That was then. This is now.
But there are thorns. You are aware that I am the one who feels the pain.
I am aware. I just don't care.
It's fine. It'll only hurt for a bit, then it'll be better.
Huh. Oh, it doesn't hurt.
What?
Excuse me?
It was just meaningless then.
The light has turned on.
That must have been what we needed
Date,
to
you've
do
got
that we
5
never
minutes.
did.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Come on, pull harder.
Stop it! You're distracting me! I got one!
Huh. Oh.
Aw, right after I pulled it out, too.
I wonder what that means.
Did the green stuff react at all?
It's ringing again. What should I do?
Okay, what happened was there are things that we do that advance the bar.
Uh-huh.
So we have to do X number of the things that advance it, and then the phone starts ringing.
Huh.
A floor lamp.
So what's this gonna do? I mean, we have to do something with it.
Right?
It is impossible. It is too heavy and hard.
Ah, again with the hard.
Is this going to be the innuendo Somnium?
Which is harder? That or what I've got in my pants?
Let's hit each with a hammer to test.
Oh, I think she wins.
I withdraw.
All right, fine. I guess I'll grab it.
Are you sure?
Innuendo, yes, yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is this okay?
There we go.
Nothing bad happened.
See?
Looks okay.
Well, David, here we are.
Yes!
There's gotta be lemon juice somewhere.
Lemon? Lemon. Where are you, Lemon?
Billy,
Yeah,
what is going on?
I'm not sure I'm qualified to answer that question.
Is she doing a Three Stooges routine with this?
It kind of feels like she is, yes. And I'm not gonna lie, I appreciate that.
You usually get a lemon with an order of karage, right?
No lemon.
Before we think about squeezing some on there, shouldn't we take a bite first?
Of the eye?
Oh, if only I had a lemon. If only I had a lemon.
This is really strange.
I agree.
Ah! I passed out.
Oh, we also could have ordered a lemon sour. That would have worked.
All right, enough with your stupid comedy routine.
Why wouldn't I order something else entirely?
Some things just don't really translate very well.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate nature of language.
Oh, that works too.
Iba, punch him in the frickin' eye!
Leave it to me. With a target that large, this will be easy.
You showed off all kinds of amazing kick moves back in the last Somnium, so do those. Okay, well, not the last one, but the one with, like, the spinning bird kick.
Oh yeah, there's glass in the way.
You really beat the shit out of that glass.
Now I know how birds feel.
Man, how sad. Wasn't really worth it, you know?
No, it really wasn't. All right, here we are at soup.
I don't want it to be green! I want it to be brown like soup!
But if you wanted to eat a salad, then you want something green.
I want a brown salad! I don't want a brown soup! I don't want a green soup!
What kind of soup do you want?
I don't want soup! I want a salad!
Well, soup is what we have, and soup is what you're gonna have to deal with.
I don't want it!
That's okay, neither does Iva. Observe how she now drinks it and turns into a teenage mutant ninja shrimp girl.
What is this anyway?
It's not a salad!
You can tell by tasting it.
I would like to know before I put it in my mouth.
It's green, right? It's gotta be gack.
Oh God, I feel old now because I know what that is.
Yeah, me too.
Don't say such things. I'm the one who has to drink it. Fine. I'll have a sip.
I was about to make an even older reference, like don't say I don't know or it'll pour on your head.
Just stop, man.
Okay.
Just stop. You can't do that in a Let's Play.
Touché.
Iba? Hey, Iba!
Iva's now died.
I told you she didn't want soup!
Iba!
Bum, 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 bum.
Thank you for the delicious soup.
Oh no!
What kind of soup was it?
Elephant.
Elephant?
That sounds like it'd be delicious. I don't really want to go eat elephants, mind, but if I had to eat an elephant, I bet it'd taste frickin' great.
What did you say?
Aiba, are you okay? I'm scared.
Elephant.
Oh.
Times 3?
I don't think that was worth it at all.
What?
Here we go.
Who was that?
What do I do?
Also, it's interesting how we didn't even have to do everything. We were given, like, the theme of this Somnium was we were given more choices of things we could do to affect the room than we needed to have done.
Yeah, that's kind of fascinating.
Yeah.
Well, we have to prevent the invasion, so I'm going to go out on a limb and say lock the door.
Lock, huh? I was gonna say ignore, but that may be a good idea. Now, mind you, we might have to start this one over again, but that's because we were presented with a whole new set of stuff.
How could we not punch the eyeball?
Good call, man. I was totally gonna tell you.
No! Stop!
I see. Well, that explains that then.
It's amazing she lived through it.
Thank God she did. Why did he himself do it? Was it to get F?
Stop right there!
What? What?
So is she the one who arrested them then?
Hold on, you can't just drop that on us!
Also, Falco did have his gun out, but he wasn't gonna do anything to Hitomi.
Right. Day 4, Monday.
Kikai.
Date, this is a serious matter.
Oh, you think?
Where's Boss?
Huh?
Boss, where is she?
I don't know. I haven't seen her since about noon.
Makes sense why F wants out of prison, doesn't it?
Yeah.
He just got railroaded into this.
Damn it.
Well,
okay, the dude was an assassin, okay? He was a mass murderer. That is the truth. But he wasn't... Well,
I'm so confused.
Date, listen. Something happened while you were in Somnium.
Yeah?
Something happened in the Somnium.
Huh?
Please stay calm and listen. So Sejima's body was discovered.
Oh, no great loss to the world.
He was cut into pieces and put inside a vase in his mansion.
The next victim, indeed...
Was so.
That can't be.
The housekeeper found him and reported it to the police.
And you know, in the Mizuki ending, she said that she saw Hitomi with him.
Mm-hmm.
So why was Hitomi with him? Like, whatever the heck is going on, whether it's something supernatural or not something supernatural...
Each person is connected to each other.
Yeah, if Menju killed Shoko, let's just say he did so I can start the chain.
Yep.
Menju spends time with Shoko, kills Shoko, goes off. Iris spends time with Menju,
Kills Renju.
Iris goes on. Iris spends time with So kills Iris, So goes on. Hitomi spends time with So, and then So gets killed. Okay, if there's not something supernatural, this is a weird... I just don't understand. I mean, would you call that a serial killing, or would you call that a chain killing? You see what I'm saying? That's why we think it's something supernatural. So anyway, especially after all this time in Hitomi's house, finding a little bit of Hitomi's background, based on the information we have from the left side of the route, it seems like it was Hitomi, right? Doesn't that mean she wanted revenge? Revenge for her daughter?
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
What did she learn from F? Maybe she kind of turned into the second coming of F. I don't know if that's the case, but we don't know what else is going on, though. So, and then there's still the matter of Iris's freaking Somnium, where it doesn't seem like we're in her dang head at all. Blah, 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 blah. Okay.
And one more thing.
Yeah?
So was missing his left eye.
Did you check his stomach?
Right?
You mean the Cyclops killer did it?
Probably, yes.
What is your next move, Date?
Oh!
We'll deal with So later.
Yeah, he doesn't matter.
Before that, I need to talk to Boss.
I suggest checking her office.
Maybe now is the time for us to dig around on her computer when she's not there.
Good idea.
Huh, maybe we're actually going towards the ending right now.
That would seem to be what the non-splitting Somnium indicates, but we can't be sure.
Not here.
Also, before you move forward, go to the log. I said log. I meant flowchart.
That was on you, buddy.
I own up to it. See? Doesn't it look like it's physically going to be a shorter route?
Yeah.
But it could be longer than I think. I don't know. Whatever.
The Somnium earlier was just like the dream I had 3 days ago.
Right.
What the hell is going on?
Yeah.
What is going on? They told me it was shot by Rohan Kumakura? To protect number 89?
And there's another thing I can't figure out.
Boss. Why was Boss there?
She was a police officer still. I mean,
Right.
now I don't know why she would know about this stuff.
Or why she seemed to be working with Rohan?
What do you mean working with Rohan?
She came in and he stood aside and didn't seem to be defensive towards her.
The Kumakuras and So Sejima work together.
All right, that's a fair point.
And for that matter, So Sejima has his thumb on the Metropolitan Police Department, so...
Well, fine then, just ruin my parade, why don't you?
I mean, I guess that must have been what she was doing, was there to arrest F, but she must have done it with Rohan, too.
Because it was a dream? Was it completely random?
That's a good point.
No, that can't be. You can't dream of a face you've never seen. Number 89 must know Boss somehow.
I mean, also, maybe it isn't Hitomi, maybe it's Boss. I mean, maybe Boss is the one that killed So.
And became the next Cyclops killer?
Something like that, yeah.
God, that's awful!
Maybe.
This is a serious secret. Boss is hiding it. I have to search this room.
See? Look at that.
There must be a clue somewhere.
Check Mario. Mario's her partner.
Hey, I know you're hiding something, Mario.
I told you it was in Mario! Cough it up, Mario! You know her secrets!
It's time to sync with Mario!
She's been talking to you for years! Cough it up!
No, I'm not hiding anything.
I don't believe you, Mario!
A mannequin. But he is a cop. I trust him.
You trust Mario? Well, I guess he's not gonna rat on his partner. Not right now.
I know. Boss must be radio controlled.
No, that's Tetsujin 28.
She's a robot who was programmed to show up at Hitomi's house.
Date, calm down.
But it's fun to jump to conclusions.
Maybe something is inside this shogi piece.
I looked with the X-ray mode, but did not discover anything.
What if it's lined with lead?
I guess I hadn't thought of that. Maybe it's lined with lead. Let's break it open and see.
Boss drinks her coffee black. It must be a symbol of her black heart.
You have cracked the case wide open.
I drink plenty of black coffee. You want to freaking fight?
I'm keeping my eye on you, Damon.
Maybe she was a fisherman in a past life.
What does it have to do with anything?
Well, see, Renju was killed and then put on a hook in a place that sells fish, right? Yes?
Why would that matter?
So what you're saying is that Boss killed Denju.
Yeah.
So that throws everything that we know into chaos.
Yes.
Uh-huh. I feel like this is just going to keep on going. forever and ever 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 and ever. Oh, we hit the end.
It's mocking me.
So are we, Date.
Don't blame the Matryoshka for your stupidity.
That's why I wanted to sound it!
Don't you start!
I got it. I found it.
It's the key to the case!
This must be the key to solving the mystery.
Good work, Date. Now you only need to find the giant keyhole.
Look in Disneyland.
Have you always been down here?
Yes, Date, I have.
Maybe you've overheard some of Boss's secrets.
No, that was Mario.
No answer.
He didn't have anything to say, I see.
Keeping quiet, eh?
Maybe I'll sync with you.
Date, if you don't take this more seriously, I will end you.
But that's Marco.
We're on to you, Marco.
Why shouldn't we sync with Marco?
He'll just dodge it.
Look, Date. Handsome young men.
Why are you getting excited?
I'd rather have a salad. Or some soup, I guess, would be okay.
You had your chance at soup.
It was green. I didn't want it.
Maybe this clock means something.
Like what? I would appreciate it if you exercised thought before opening your mouth.
A broken clock. That must mean the ability of Dio Stand the world can stop time.
You thought you were clever, but it was I, Dio. Right, so, Boss's secrets. What Boss knows about the original Cyclops killings is a lot. And she's a little more directly involved than we thought, but I don't really think it's that shocking.
Right? I'm not really surprised by this. It's always been crystal clear that she knows more than she lets on.
Iba, can you hack this PC?
I will try.
That's adorable.
Unlocked. Logging in. I have recovered some video data. It was uploaded only a few hours ago.
Oh no, maybe Boss really is in on the serial killer chain or something.
Open it.
That is...
Sosajima.
Right, his eye has been removed. Yeah, she is.
To be fair, we only saw an arm.
Why? Why?
Oh.
Boss?
She left that there for Date.
Here's the ending.
The only question I have is if Boss was the next person, then what about that comment that Mizuki made about seeing him with Hitomi? Was Boss always the person who did it?
Or did she just do it on this route?
I assume she was always the person that did it, but...
Well, she didn't vanish on the Mizuki route.
So was killed by Date in the Mizuki route.
That's true.
So what we really need to pay attention to is the Ota route.
Because that's the other one that So was killed by the Cyclops killer on.
So where was Boss when that happened?
Date went to check on So, found all of his guys gone, found him in the urn, and then called it in. He didn't really focus on it at that point.
And we never saw Boss again, did we? And did we only talk to Pewter, or...
I don't know if she was present for Mayumi's sync, because wasn't that right after?
Yeah, that was immediately after, and then it went into the ending.
I think she was there because we would have noticed if she wasn't present for one, right?
No?
Wouldn't we have?
No? Right, so we just went over and checked. Date called Pewter. Boss wasn't around.
Yeah, she wasn't present for the syncing either.
Well, we didn't get the scene the same way that we normally do. Like I said, I didn't think it would be weird for us to not notice that.
Yeah.
She was there afterwards, when we have like the big talk with Aiba where she pulls up the footage.
But we don't know where she was at the time of So's murder.
Well, that's probably good that Hitomi doesn't seem to be involved, but maybe she'd be the next person, right? Because according to this, Boss is going to be the next victim.
Yeah, so Hitomi's kind of the only one left.
I mean, we have to go through the whole cast, so it's either Hitomi or Pewter or whatever characters we haven't met yet. It's not Boss the whole time. Well, I mean, I guess it could be, but that would be... I guess it is possible that it could have been Boss the whole time, but I don't think the biggest secret is going to be unveiled in a random route ending. It just seems like this is the next person
on the list that we need to keep in mind.
I mean, I guess we don't know what Boss's location was in every single one.
That's true.
She certainly wasn't Bertrand X, but I guess she could have been around the other times. Okay, hold on. No, there's one other detail we have to look at, and that's that. Falco said, number 89 said, I know who killed Shoko Nadami. Didn't we find out? Billy is making a bunch of facial expressions, which translates really well to audio.
I'm a professional.
Who's the person that he was talking about? Boss.
I guess so, huh? That is what that's saying, by having Boss be sort of the final figure that shows up at the end of the Somnium.
Maybe that's the case, maybe it isn't. It is something to consider in any case. Perhaps it was someone with police resources setting it up along the line, and like her and So were working together, but why would that happen? What I mean by that, then why would she have just offed him?
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
And shown her face on the video she knew Date would see right there.
Yeah, like you said, that doesn't make sense.
So if it isn't a chain and was just So and Boss the whole time, I mean, that could be the case.
That is possible.
Like it could be appearing to be something like a chain of killings with a different person doing each one, but actually it isn't.
Maybe.
Because I still feel like what we're supposed to take from that ending is that Boss is the one that killed Shoko. Like you pointed out, Rohan Kumakura did back off.
When Boss came in and kind of lowered his gun as if they were working together.
He lowered his gun a little bit.
I just don't feel like there's enough evidence, but we've also got an entire half of a flowchart to play through.
Well, not only do we not really have enough evidence, but we have just as much evidence for it being Boss as the mastermind, which I don't think that's quite correct, because we shouldn't find that out early in the game.
Right.
The big mystery should be something we're going to find out at the end.
Yeah, exactly.
Having said that, we have just as much evidence that Boss is the killer as we do for the Eye of Murder, Ra.
Yeah, but that theory's more interesting, I feel. And I'm stubborn.
Well, I agree. I think it's more interesting, and I'm used to Uchikoshi games going completely somewhere weird near the end. But, maybe he got that out of his system. It's just like how...
All right, that's fair.
How Hideo Kojima, always made these really interesting games with these really complex plots and these really crazy plot twists, and he did that for 20 years, and then he just basically made, an MMO. So maybe he's done with the crazy plot twists out of left field and wants to do something a little more down to earth.
Maybe, but I'm still holding out hope that my ridiculous theory is true.
And by the way, as far as I know, the game that put Uchikoshi's name on the radar was Ever 17.
You've told me about that game.
In the early 2000s. And I mean, the ending of Ever 17 is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. So maybe expecting something that crazy, maybe I shouldn't.
Well, you can be the pragmatic one. I'll be the ludicrous one. How's that sound?
Sounds like the episode's over and that next time we go on the other half of the flowchart. That's what.